Yo, what's good, everybody? It's Rocky here. Honestly, my voice is just nearly non-existent because of the ruckus and the chaos and the I've run out of words for what last night was just carnage, honestly. Like, I am so gassed, as you can see. I'm wearing a Lacazette shirt. I'm honestly so shameless because I've been criticizing the guy. But it he stuck true to what I say about his passion and his hunger. But before we get into it all, Gav's here with me today. How you been, bro?
I'm the same, mate. Absolutely buzzing. I didn't honestly. I did not expect that. Like we were talking. I know you were at the game, but we were talking through it, and mental. It just felt like it was going to be one of those days where we bottled it and all this big hype. I just felt like here we go again. But no, I'm still speechless now. Like it's just hasn't sunk in. I think we touched upon it last night. It's such a young team with all that pressure, and they're really showing that they're up for it. And it's oh mate, honestly, still buzzing. I can't take you seriously with that t-shirt like that, mate. But I'm going to try my best today because I'm in a good mood and we're happy and fuck Spurs. But
Listen,
honestly,
we'll seize the
amazing.
moment. Like, I don't really want to look too ahead because I was doing that to myself earlier. I was like, just thinking, this result will mean nothing if we mess it up at Watford. But I was like, you know what? With two games in hand and an insane night at the Emirates, I've never experienced anything like that. Like, I mean, there's been times at the Emirates where Arshavin equalised to make it 2-2.
Mm.
Welbeck scoring against Leicester. Um, Obviously, Spurs this season that I went to is just insane. But that last night, like, I don't know, I've just never felt anything so like electric where I'm still buzzing like 24 hours, or not 24 hours, but like the next day. And it's
Yeah,
just
yeah.
so crazy. Like, I'll start off with Lacazette. Really, I feel like he was kind of
Mm.
poor at, not poor, but like his shooting was poor, but his
Mm.
effort, his leadership, and when no one was really pushing for the ball, there was a time where he got it in the corner and he just took it up and
Mm.
he drove with the ball. And it's just so insane to see how his leadership, his mentality is just rubbing off of everyone else, like not only the
Mm.
fans but the players as well. Like, he even like gassed up the crowd when he won the ball back, and it was
I was going to
literally our
say, yeah.
throwing. And it's just insane.
Mm.
Like, obviously, you guys on who watch it from home or wherever,
Mm.
like, you guys get to see like the expressions close up and stuff. But stuff like that, I couldn't see. I could only see it from like afar on the other side of the pitch. But it must be
Mm.
super, like, as good as well. Just watching it at home and feeling the atmosphere, the intensity of
Mm.
the game, and
I mean,
yeah.
yeah, the crowd. What you were saying about the crowd a minute ago. Like when I was watching it, we've always said for a while that the Emirates has become a bit quiet. Like almost, we used to say it was a library, didn't we? Something
Yeah,
just it
yeah.
all gone. And honestly, I had to almost turn it down because it was so loud, and I thought, wow, this is amazing. Like and that was at the point where it was a draw. Do you know what I mean? We weren't even winning yet, and you could just hear it. And like
Yeah.
you said about Lacazette, that was mental. What he doesn't bring in, perhaps skill shooting up front at the moment, like just getting the crowd up like that, and it was almost like he was helping the manager as well. Do you know what I mean? It's like, come on, let's go. We're not settling for the draw. We want to win. Do you know what I mean? Let's keep going. And that if you're a younger player, that's going to push you as well, and that's what he brings. And I was really happy for him because me and you, yeah, I mean, everyone does slate him a little bit, but even his goal, okay, his goal was a little bit lucky on the sense it's sort of scuffed, but his touch before that, if he hadn't done that, I thought that
Yeah.
was amazing. It was
The
such
link
a
up
great
with,
touch. So,
Pepe.
oh, the whole
Yeah.
goal. And when Saka missed, which I thought was a great shot, by the way, when he missed, went all the way down into the bottom again. I thought, oh, that's that chance over. Here
Yeah.
we go again. Let's see what we can do. I'd never expected for a second that was like almost like
Yeah.
Wenger ball. Do you know what I mean? It was the
I
flick on,
heard,
flick on.
I heard they
Beautiful.
counted that as an own goal. Like, if you go on Google, it was.
Yeah,
I think
yeah,
that's robbing him. In my opinion, like, I didn't see any crazy deflections. I think it was going on target. It was going like,
yeah.
give him the goal, man. Like, don't take his moment. But
Yeah.
the
It doesn't
result
make sense.
matters anyways. I'm sure he's not
No.
bothered about whether if it's an own goal or not. Fact is, he got us, the win, and I'm just so
Mm,
happy. But you touched upon
mm.
Pepe there a little bit, and it's just crazy. I
Oh,
thought he's worth mentioning. Like I feel like Eddie
mm,
Nketiah's worth like mentioning.
mm,
Partey's worth. Ben White, even Saka. I feel like the collectively as a whole, the team just played so well, and that's all we ever asked for as fans. You know what I mean? Just put in an effort,
yeah.
like put in a shift, even, and it's just like you can't ask for more than what we saw yesterday. And it's about time we
Mm,
got lucky. Well, not lucky, but won in the last minute, because Spurs have won it 3 times in stoppage time, and we've lost 3 times in stoppage time this year.
mm.
And so it's about time, everyone's together. I'm just so happy, man. I'm just here.
Yeah,
I'm
no, it was good.
excited,
It's good.
man.
And like what we just said about Pepe, that I heard afterwards, I didn't realize, but he just, well, his partner has had a baby, and he was like, "No, I want to play."
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
that's insane. And like, I have to touch upon the goal as well, because that technically people don't might not understand, but that was really, really good. That's not easy to do,
yeah.
to be able to turn, figure out the next move. Where am I going to shoot? And the way he put it in the corner, honestly, that was a beautiful goal. And just the whole game, he was just on fire. He just makes such a difference. And when he does it, it's all about consistency. But if he can continue that, I'm happy for him. Really, really happy, because he's had a lot of stick. We've all had a go at him. But yeah, he was on a different level last night. The fact he even went and got the ball as well when he scored, it wasn't a case of let's go and celebrate and go nuts. Get that ball back. Let's
Yeah.
go. Let's start again. And I
Yeah.
thought that's the attitude, proving a point to his manager and to everyone. So
Yeah.
fair play to him. And like you said, with all the other players, and I even have to talk about Xhaka. And for once, in a positive way, I actually thought he had a great game.
Yeah.
He made space.
Yeah.
Yeah, with Partey, they sort of made everything move around. Created the space, and it was really good. His first touch for once was much, much better. No
Yeah.
silly fouls, and I thought together they were brilliant. I think everyone, even Gabriel, look, everyone makes mistakes.
Yeah.
It was unlucky. To be fair to the Wolves player, he was on it, and a lot of players might not have done that. Might figured out where the pass was going, but it happens. But like you said, we went down, but we came back and we kept going. And it did look for most of the game that it wasn't going to happen. I thought we were going to go 2-0 down, but
Yeah. Yeah. Same.
it just shows it just shows the mentality. And I have to, as much we're all quick to have a go at Arteta or say maybe this isn't the right thing, and most of the time we are justified, but you also have to give it to him when he gets it right. And brilliant, and even his reaction to the last goal when Lacazette scored. So that's what you want to see, man. It's
Yeah.
like, we're all like bashing Klopp and that for doing stuff like that, but I personally think it's amazing. He's so into it. It's like, that's what you want.
Yeah.
You want your manager to go nuts. He be a fan as well.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
he went insane.
Yeah.
I loved it. I thought,
You know what? As you say, like
you
credit
know,
where it's due, because everyone's
yeah,
been critical. I've been critical of Arteta's decision making when it comes to subs, and I think for his standards yesterday, he brought Pepe on quite early. I can't remember exactly when it was, but I think it was around
mm,
like the 67th, 68th minute, maybe a bit earlier. I can't remember, but around that time, he doesn't. Well, he never used to really make subs like that. Sometimes he go the full 90 with the whole team, but
yeah,
you know pulled his finger out. He took Martinelli off. He was like, "Listen, you haven't done, you haven't scored since minute 0 or 1. So it's time
mm.
for Pepe to come on." And he did what he had to do. Even in Ketia, that's a bold decision to make. Like a lot of people, a
He was
lot of
good. He was good.
fans, a lot of fans,
Mm,
are against Nketiah for whatever reason. I think it's just because he comes on in the 88th minute and is expected to do an Henri every game. But that's just what I feel. But he does have
mm,
some level of quality, or the manager
mm.
has some level of faith in him to execute. And I'm just so happy, man. I'm over the moon. My voice is hurting, but I'm happy. Like,
Well, also, like we were talking, obviously, me and you are upset that Aubameyang's gone. We thought he was a great player. I'm happy he's doing well, by the way. I think it's worked out in the end for everyone, which is a real positive. But a lot of people questioning Arteta, because you could look at it and say, well, Lacazette and Ketia, they probably, I'd say, what, 90, 95%, they won't be here next season no matter whatever happens. So the manager is trusting two players to get us into or fire us into the Champions League place. You could almost look at that and say that's insane. They don't have, their heart doesn't have to be in it. What does it matter to them? They're not going to be in the Champions League with us next season. But he's obviously got trust there. He's installed it. People and players do believe in him. And the way Lacazette celebrated, the way Nketiah came on, like you just said, make a difference. You have to say they are behind him, and no matter what happens, they're going to play for the badge until they go. So,
yeah,
what can you say? You know, it's good. I think everyone who has been proven wrong should be happy about it. It's not a competition. You know, all we care about is the club. You know, so yeah, it's amazing, really good.
I agree. I feel like Odegaard deserves a mention as well. I feel like he was just like so good, man. Like so positive. Even Xhaka today was positive. Like every time he get the ball, he looked to go forward. You know, I feel like his link-up play with Saka's really good. I just feel like there's a really good sense of chemistry there, and you know, he's another leader. Like we could say Lacazette's a captain, but you know, I feel like Odegaard loves to just look for you know, an attacking opportunity, and he always seizes it. And I think, you know, with our young guys right now, could you just imagine what they'll be like in a few years? I said it on the last pod. Like, just imagine Odegaard, you know, flourishing into the player that, you know, we bought, or that was like talked about when he was at Madrid. Do you know what I mean? Like there was quality there, and there's quality now, and I just feel like he could be something for us.
Yeah, no, absolutely. You know, he does remind you of Ozil, but I think Ozil reached his peak. He had, you know, 2 or 3 good seasons with us, and that was kind of it. But we've got Odegaard from a very young age, and I kind of feel like the way he's going, the way he's performing, he could 100% get to the Ozil level and perhaps more. Who knows? Under the right manager, you know, he could take it to who knows where. And even last night, we didn't even have Smith Rowe, and he's another person we should talk about. Like we managed to play that great without him, and I think he's a very crucial player for us. It's nice to have all these options. And if like we say, if we can get through top 4 and this promised, you know, hopeful big summer could be very interesting. But I said to you on the last pod, didn't I? I said if we win Brentford, if we win Wolves, I think we'll get top 4. And I think the reaction from the players and the fans, I think that's kind of just vindicated how I feel right now. I just think it's there. Yeah, they want it. Grinding out, it doesn't matter how we win, we're winning. Whether it's last minute, whether it's from 10 men, you know, we're doing it. And I think as Arsenal fans, we cannot ask for any more right now. We really can't.
No, I fully agree. And it's just like, I mean, there still are 14 games to go, but it's just like, I feel, you know, positive that at least, you know, we have the passion and hunger to do it. Like years before, whether if it's with like Unai Emery or the first season under Mikel, you know, the figureheads that were in the dressing room and stuff, you'd sort of put your money on, you know, them not trying or getting lazy towards the end, or just a lapse in concentration. But you look at the players that are in the dressing room now, you know, Ben White, Ramsdale, Tierney, Partey, even Xhaka, like even Lacazette and the young kids, like you could see that they will do no matter what, they will do like in their power to try and fight for a place in the Champions League next year, because they are the future. Like they are the team that will be here for years to come. Like their contract says that. And you know, they've never had any beast with the manager and stuff. So I feel like give us a couple more years and we'll be as solid as ever. But the task now for this season is to get that top 4, and they will definitely put 100% in as a previous years.
And I think as well, like we have to remember, Arteta has actually done a very, very good job of getting rid of Deadwood. It can't be ignored. Most of the players, you could say maybe El Nene is the last one to drop now, but maybe Xhaka at some point. We don't know what's going to happen. Apart from them, at the moment, I wouldn't call Xhaka Deadwood, but you know what I mean. But for now, he's done a great job.
I wouldn't really call El Neni Deadwood either. Like I know that I'm not.
No, but like, I think if we're going to move on to the next level, I think he's been a great servant for us. I think when he first came, he was brilliant, and he is a great utility player. But I think with the young age they're all at now, you know, you could even say about Lacazette, he's reaching the point where we play such a fast-paced game. It's almost like he's still a great player. Whoever he moves on to, he will do great for them. But it doesn't really fit our game. But I think he's done, like I say, he's done a great job on getting rid of Edwards. So we've got more money. That's what I'm trying to say. So if he pulls this off, if we get top four with the young players we've got and all the money we've saved from the salary's gone now, and what we believe is being promised from the Kroenks about, a big sum with money wise, then it's a masterclass. If he does it, obviously, because he's set us up basically for, all the young players are raring to go. They're going to be like, well, even then you could think about it. We do need to get
right.
but you think about it, like we need to bring some depth and experience in, some quality. We need to, but you got to look at it. Those players that come in, the young ones who are leading the line right now, are like, well, you got to come and fight me. Do you know what I mean? And it's brilliant because that's going to push everyone as a team just to fight for their place and fight for the team even more. So
it's crazy. I heard I don't know what channel was it on last night?
I had it on Amazon Prime. That's the only way I had it. Yeah.
Oh,
I think it was just on now. I think they had the rights for it.
Okay, that's cool. Because I don't know if you saw like the pre-match interview. I think it was pre-recorded. Like Amazon took a trip down to Colney or whatever, and they interviewed Arteta, and they asked him if he had any regrets in the Arsenal job or as manager. And he was like, yes, he does have some regrets. And they asked him what, and he said it was doing things earlier than I should have. So I think he was sort of referring to the whole like Deadwood thing, like him knowing that he'd have the power to send out people like Ozil, Mustafi, and Kolasinac and stuff like that. And I think that just goes to show like the growth in him as well as a person, as a manager. Like he realizes that was priority from day one, and it sort of reinforces our point of just like, look at the players we have now, and it's just mad that El Neni is probably like our longest serving player other than like Bellerin. I don't really feel like he's got a place in the team come next year.
No.
There's a lot of work to do and to be done like for next season. If we do get Champions League, even if we get Europa League, there's still a long list of positions we need to address, and depth as well. So hopefully we get that money back, those bonuses for TV rights, and we go gun season.
Yeah, I mean, we've still got Saliba, fingers crossed, to come back as well. And that's, I know we always used to say the whole, it's like a new signing, but that literally will be, seeing he's never played for us. But a brilliant one, because he's lining up in League One again. So if we definitely keep him, that's money saved, but it's also a great defender to have with White and Gabriel. And then it's just really the striker situation and a bit of depth in midfield. And I think we're ready to go, which is weird, really weird, but it's exciting. Last night proved that things are changing, and even if we do get to top four, we've got to remember we've got to try and get back in that again in the league. This is a constant, progression, and we need to make sure we've got the team strong enough to get us back in the top four for the next season. Because it's not easy, as Arsene Wenger showed. It's all good getting in the Champions League, but we've got to try and maintain that as well. So, but look, nothing to moan about right now. Literally nothing, which is so nice. So nice.
Listen, it's ecstasy at the moment. Everything is so positive. It's so good around the club, like the atmosphere, and the fans are well and truly behind this team. Even when we were 1-0 down, there was no moans and groans. It was just like, come on, Arsenal, like, get back together. It's crazy. Like, I'll tell you what happened with my like vision of my mind, like what I saw yesterday. So when we scored the first goal, when we conceded, I'll start off when we conceded. Everyone was, as I was saying, like encouraging. They were still believing. Like I was texting my guy, Alfonso. I was saying to him, he's in like California, and he was like, "Come on, bro! Like we still got this. Like we could still do it." And I was like, yeah, like we can. There's still so much time left to go. And so when we got the first goal for us, everyone went mad. Like everyone was like, fuck, like we can do it now. Like people around me were like, we'll settle for a draw. guy behind me was like, no, we're going for a win. We're going for a win.
Mm.
And so
Yeah.
everyone was like, all right, mate, like calm down here. But it was like everyone just felt, you know, the team's energy, and it was just like electricity just going through it. And when that second goal hit, man, I'm telling you, I have never ever experienced anything like that. Like I might actually put it in the pod actually. I'll show you guys what happened. Like it is insane. So so
It kind of, it kind of felt like, I know not as obviously hyped as it was, but yeah, Sam, you know, the celebration, you know, when Henri came back on in 2011,
yeah.
you know, he scored Leeds. Of course, it's nowhere near that. Let's get that straight. But it was the way he scored, went round, did the whole sort of, you know, like that. And then I thought he was going to go to, I really thought he was going to go straight to Arteta, because he was like aiming that way. And it had that sort of vibe, but it doesn't, it will never obviously replace that. But it was beautiful to feel that passion and the crowd going nuts. And
the celebration.
from,
The celebration.
yeah. Oh, mate, that's what I mean, and it's we've longed for that, and I think it's great for fans all over the world as well. Like, we know, obviously, Marcelo from Wenger's house, he actually managed to come to London and watch it. I bet he was absolutely buzzing, mate. You know, all you know, living so far like that, you know, it's not easy for fans from wherever you are, whether you're in the UK or abroad. Not everyone can come to games, and for him to be able to experience that. Oh, mate, you know, great times for everyone. But yeah, sort of give him a quick shout out on that. But yeah, man,
it's insane. Like I'm just looking at, you know, the fixtures ahead, and you know, I was looking at them with fear. Like, for example, you know, Liverpool at home, Man United at home. But could you just imagine like that sort of atmosphere, and you know, game-winning scenarios, and you know, just a solid performance from the team? It's just something we got to look forward to, man. Like, you just got to pray.
But this is what I said. That's why I feel like if we could win against Brentford and Wolves, that was my prediction. I think we can get it, because, okay, we potentially might lose to Liverpool. They are on insane whatever they're on right now. Yeah, I'll have some of that. I don't even do that. You know what I mean? But it's, you know, we're expected to maybe lose some of those games. But if we can win the games that back in the day, the smaller teams, we would usually flop against them, and then it just ruins the build up. Now we've won those, I feel like, okay, it's not so painful if we lose one or two, because we're already ahead with the games ahead. So and that, I think that's why everyone realized last night how much it means. The players know, okay, you know, it's not going to be any ride, but we're beating the teams we need to beat. And I know other teams like Spurs are flopping, West Ham keep drawing. You know, we've just put Wolves out of it. Sorry if we celebrated, by the way. Again, don't want to upset Wolves fans. You know, I think the idea of winning games in football is to be able to celebrate, and that's why you're a fan. But sorry about that. But you know, honestly, I don't understand that. Everyone is always so negative to Arsenal. They always have to go that level. Like, when I flip through social media, one of the first things I saw was, "Oh, Arsenal celebrate like they won the league." It's like, why can't we just celebrate a game? It's like, and even if you don't support Arsenal, like watching a game where a team is losing, gets a goal back, and they score in the last minute, whether you support Arsenal or not, that's always exciting. You know, it's like it's a thriller, and people will celebrate. And it's amazing. But it's just I don't know why. But do you know what? If people are bitter to us, it proves that we're getting under their skin. So we're rattling them, mate. Rattled. So it's all good with me. We all love a bit of that, don't we?
Yeah, little rattlesnakes.
Yeah, mate.
But I think that sums it up, I'd say, for Wolves and the talk. But I just wanted to show you guys some shirts, obviously, that are dropping tonight on the shop at 7 p.m. UK time. Literally, they're all wrapped up, which is a bit sad. I'll get my box out, 1 second. They're literally all wrapped up in this box.
That was so smooth when you went back then, by the way.
So they're all here. I kind of messed up because I was like, we didn't really plan to do this pod at this time, like in the day. But they're literally all here. They're bagged up. This is the Arteta long sleeve. That's really sick. The Fabregas long sleeves. And there's a couple that I haven't wrapped up yet because I still got to like pamper them. and this is one. This is
Mm,
a player issue Saka shirt. Literally is so beautiful. Number 87 as well. His debut year.
that's nice.
He debuted in January 2019, and
Mm,
literally the first day of the year he came on for Iwobi, and he looked good. He looked impressive, and just this shirt will always remind me of that. Um,
yeah, I love the patch as well because obviously the player one's so
yeah,
much bigger. Look,
and
you know the
they were felt as
oh
well,
yeah,
and they
yeah,
were
yeah. The replica ones are awful.
yeah, they were shit.
Yeah, yeah.
It was the first year of Visit Rwanda, which is, I mean, some
Mm,
people like have a split opinion about it, but it's just nice because um, I think you could get them done in the armory, but it wasn't like
mm,
the shirts are stuck on there now, like this one is. Do you know what I
yeah.
mean? Like, you'll just get them by default. But I just think it's
Mm,
really sick. In terms of condition, I'd say it's lost its whiteness, so it's a little grey, like on the where it should be like white, so it's not brand spanking new, but it's just a nice piece to have
mm.
for a
I
collect.
think I think a lot of the Pumas did that anyway. The white never seems to like completely stay. So it's just
Yeah,
it is what it is. As long as it's not dirty, that's the main thing. But
yeah.
you know,
I feel
everything
like a
loses
lot of
fade.
Arsenal shirts have that, and it's just that's just red and white for you, really. It's just like
Mm,
the red hardly fades, but the white can always um
yeah.
in a sense. But there's another piece
Mm,
that I've yet to preview actually, but I'll probably do the preview
mm,
before uploading this. Is this amazing long sleeve Mertesacker shirt?
mm.
Um,
It's nice.
Honestly, you're gonna be so heartbroken when I tell you this. Well, I was heartbroken, but I was in the Tollington on Wednesday to watch the
Mm.
Man United game.
Oh
Uh,
yeah, yeah.
I was there to watch the United game. They played at Fletco. Obviously, it was a good game. But a day before, in the Tollington, was Per
Mm,
Mertesacker just there having drinks, apparently. And I was like, I had this shirt come in literally like 3 days ago. And I was like, I literally could have taken this to him and got it signed, like in the number
mm,
and everything. Like, that would have been amazing. But it is what it is. This is another shirt that will be up for grabs. I think it's really
mm,
cool. It's unique. Um, you hardly see Mertesacker, and it's a long
mm.
sleeve, so you can't go wrong. But yeah, I'll go into
That's
condition.
nice.
But yeah, those are
Yeah,
two
yeah,
shirts. Features of the week. I think we should do that more.
yeah, yeah.
Features of the week.
Yeah, we should. Yeah, sounds good. It's good.
Yeah,
Obviously, you put them up on social media, but it's nice to actually show them like that as well. But
yeah,
yeah, long sleeves, nice man. Like you don't see many of them in that shirt. It's all right. It's nice.
yeah. I might just do videos in general about the shirts, like what's coming in the week and stuff. I
Well,
don't
you
know.
used to, didn't you? You used to have like your like a rail, didn't you? And then every now and then you do like a little Insta live just to show what you're doing. I know that was more near the pop ups, wasn't it? But I
Yeah,
think that'd be quite a cool idea because then people can see what not in the flesh, but you know what I mean. It'd be
yeah,
quite cool.
yeah, man.
Yeah,
That's cool, man.
yeah,
But yeah, man, it's nice to chat about the Arsenal on a Friday afternoon.
mm,
Yeah, so I'm just gonna wrap it all up and say thank you everyone for joining. Thank you, Gav, as well to discuss about the Arsenal. And yeah, just thank you everyone for tuning in. So we're gonna
mm,
see you guys next week, probably after Watford. Sorry,
mm.
I'm not sure before. I don't think we really need, unless it's like groundbreaking news, like we signed like Haaland in advance, something. Then we'll do a video. But,
Yeah,
but other than that,
yeah, yeah.
we'll see you guys then. So yeah, man, thank you for tuning in, everyone. Leave a
Cool.
like, subscribe, let us know your views and thoughts as well. We're always down to hear that because it can change our perspectives like it's happened before. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, man, thank you
Yeah,
everyone. Thank you, Gav, and we'll see you soon,
cool,
man.
man.
Peace.